Hello, 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 everyone, and how is it going out there in the internet world? Wherever you are in your world, hello, 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 and welcome. Heard this is, of course, the Guild Heart Gaming channel where we will be delving into emotions, spooks, and all things spacey here in a moment. I am, of course, your GM Pro Restarter. Tonight we will be exploring the void of space, the interpersonal connections between this ragtag crew of space mercenaries, and just exploring what it means to be a red shirt in space. All of this and more. But before we jump in, this game of Dark Matter Lost Horizon is brought to you by Magehand Magehand Press is sponsoring this game of 6 episodes. We're in our second one right now. Dark Matter is the campaign setting that we are in, and the world universe setting. It is a rip-roaring, futuristic campaign setting set against a mashup of sci-fi and fantasy influences, which lets you play D&D in a space without learning a new system. We are purely using SRD and content that is provided by Magehand Press. So all of the things that you see in this show that you can jump into and play into your own show without worrying about all of the other excess books that may come with D&D. You can also help support the Kickstarter. I believe there are some various stretch goals as well that are happening over there, a myriad of good things. I'm not too sure, but I remember when we last checked the Kickstarter, they were going in and doing a 10K goal called 100 to Oni. I was going to say 100 to Unden, but 100 to Oni. It is a print and play campaign, a full mecha campaign in which you play a hotshot Lakshai pilot battling a new threat which is spreading throughout the galactic war zone. Written with a bunch of awesome people in mind. So be sure to go over there, take a look, go support this awesome group. And yes, our second sponsor for this awesome channel and people we wholeheartedly thank as much as possible is VZ 3D Works, is a 3D printing TWG props perfect for every table, from mythic mugs, as you can see being drank right now, which you can't, but we'll be showing you in a moment what they look like, as well as collections, fates, and dice towers. Use our affiliate link in the chat below or to the side, wherever it is that you're watching it from, to get a 12% off in checkout, which you can only find here. As well as that, there are a number of ways that you can interact with the stream, which we always try to make sure that viewer participation is always at the forefront of our minds. If you scroll down below to the informational section, you can see a little column there which has a number of donation goals. $1 gives you a thank you and to show your undying kind of support for us, which we really appreciate. $5 is hydrate in space, because drinking water in the vacuum of space is hard but not impossible with these goals. $10 is medic, 15 favored by the force, 25 phaser set to kill, and the god tier cosmic level is glitch in the matrix, which is set for this specific campaign and story. Be sure to check them out, read the internal descriptions to find more about them. But if everything is done on my end, also as well, just as a brief note that we are playing with safety tools. So safety tools is something that I highly recommend that you use in all of your games, streamed or otherwise. So if you see us kind of move from a scene, or if you fade to black, these are the reasons why. And it's something that we've all discussed, and we agreed to kind of push ourselves in various directions in all safe and consenting ways. But why don't we just jump right into it, shall we? So, how's everyone doing? We're back. Yeah.
I made a friend.
You did. You did. You did. It was super fun. Super happy. Only good times were had. Some of you were given secret missions. Some of you were given friends. And some of you were questioning if you were seeing what you were seeing. It's all normal, right? Or super normal. But yes, as we jump in, we see the vacuum of space once again. An endless ocean of stars, some brighter than others, some dimming and some winking, some different colors, all spectrum, or some even outside what we in this world would even recognize. And as the camera pans, we see that same debris as last time. We see the figure with the gaunt eyes writhing as they've now become a husk. But now that we've experienced the first episode, we know who this husk is. We've seen them already. They are Etsuko. They are the science and medical officer. Chippy and cheerful, they are now anything but. And we hear them in an old pad on repeat. My name is Etsuko. It all started on that day where we had to go off. I thought I had set everything up. Everything was fine. But nothing ever goes to plan, does it? If you're hearing this, then I hope you can do more than what I have done. And as the camera fades, as we see the figure drift further and further back into the shadows of space, away from us, away from anything, the camera completely goes black. And washing across the screen and cold and glitz and glitching is our title. Lost Horizon Semblance. What we signed up for. And as the camera opens back up, we see you, Esme, looking at this screen with the words hi.
Hi.
They flash again, hi. You still hear the music, but faintly now, almost as if it's a memory scraping at the doors of something more. It's vacant. It's missing something. It's distant. It just flashes high, and then last time where it flashed a K, you get another letter, which is a W.
Hi, K, W. Interesting. Is is this part of my program where I might be able to type in something and communicate with whatever is giving me a greeting?
You can certainly try whatever you wish you think you can communicate with.
I will type in, hello, I am Esme. Who are you? Question mark.
K W, and then repeats hi again. Then it flashes twice in quick succession.
KW. Bump bump.
And it repeats itself.
What do I do with you? I think I made a friend. I think. Or perhaps some sort of jargon is causing random letters to appear on my screen. Who knows?
That's what you see for now. You're still kind of left in the dark matter engine room. Everything seems to be nominal with it. Nothing seems to be out of the ordinary, considering there was supposed to be something going on that Elizabeth told you about. And after a while, as you're completing this thing, your entire data pad just goes off.
Oh. Ah. Oh, something to fix.
Room perception check.
Sure. All right. Perception.
We'll see how that goes.
I rolled a 19.
Nice. You don't hear anything. You don't see anything, but you sense someone is watching you from behind. As you're currently like facing forward at a terminal, you just get that almost like sixth sense feeling that you're being watched from behind.
Everything seems normal with the machine, Esme says. Assuming that it's Elizabeth.
Mm-hmm. You get nothing back.
Elizabeth and Esme will get up and look around.
You do. As you kind of get up and you look around quickly, I need you to run me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Famous last words. I rolled a 3.
Nice.
Da 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 da.
So, as you look, you spin around, and you don't know if it's because you spin around too quickly, but you get a bit queasy. Things get a bit hazy for a second, but you blink and everything is fine. And you see standing in front of you this androgynous drow, soft blue, silvery skin, short, gray hair, kind of pixie cut, pronouns they, them. And they seem to be wearing a red shirt. And they seem to be on this ship, but you've not interacted with them before. They seem to be looking at you. And the moment you look at them, they seem to stutter and they start almost like about to walk away. What do you do?
Hello, can I help you?
They stop and then they look towards you. No, I was just curious. I heard you talking and saying hi, and I couldn't see anyone in the room, so I wanted to make sure you were okay.
Oh, yes, I'm very well, thank you. I have conversations with machines sometimes. That is how it is. I do not believe we've been properly introduced. My name is Esme. Who are you?
Oh, I'm no one of importance. My name is, and they look at you, and they say, "My name's Nevara. Pleasure to meet you,
And you as
Esme."
well.
Yes, I shouldn't really be here. I'm on my break. I'm just going back to my room. Are you sure you're all right? You didn't. And they look around. Sure you aren't speaking to anyone?
I was speaking to the machines.
They speak back.
Well, this one says hi. KW. Two flashes. I don't know what it means. But that's what I work to find out.
And they look at you for a second. Just give me an insight check.
Sure. Don't leave Esme alone anymore, please. I rolled a 4. Esme needs an adult.
Danger. I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
They look at you and they just kind of shake their head. Good evening, officer. They like do stand up and nod and they walk away.
Good evening. And Esme will look back down at the malfunctioning data pad and go, something to fix. And then get this really super wide, almost unholy grin on their face.
And as you do, as you get this unholy grin on your face, we see the camera sideswipe. As it sideswipes, we see that it says a few weeks later. It has the year on it, galactic year, which is 1380. And you're all in deep, cold gear. It is snowing, it is a blizzard, it is hard to see. Visibility is almost 0. You got the coordinates to the Horizon facility and you're all tracking through. And as we see all of you tracking through, Foos, you stop at a ridge and you know somewhere off in the hills is the facility. But there's been jamming, not storm jamming, but communication jamming. What do you do?
When was the last time we were able to get either a call in or a call out?
You're really quiet. Sorry, say that again.
Cut off all other sound.
There you go.
Okay. You can hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
When was the last time we were able to get a call in or out?
It was 30 minutes ago. It's you and your team. I suppose who would you have sent on your away team apart from yourself?
I would have kept. I would have brought. Really have to make a decision. I would have left Elizabeth back so that they could continue to guard things and keep an eye on stuff. And I would have brought Esme with me. I also would have brought list to my crew.
So the people on your crew, you have boop. You have Dr. Diego, Menhat, Shuang, which is an engineer, Etsuko, which is a medical officer.
Other than me and Esme, I would have brought Menhat with me.
Oh, your audio went down again. Just check on Zoom that your audio setting isn't set to auto adjust. Because it could be auto adjusting you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear now.
Okay. So let's take that off, please.
Oh, and now just lower your audio just a bit.
How's that?
Yep, that's good.
Yeah, me, Esme.
No, we can't hear you at all. Try. There we go. Just speak up. Get frustrated with it.
I'm just gonna stay at this level for the entire time.
That's good. Yeah.
Okay. I keep saying the list and then it keeps going away. I want to take Menhat with me, Esme, and then I said, yeah, and Etsuko. I need the medical officer with me.
Okay.
It would be us four.
What do you do then? As communication is gone off, as visibility is 0, but you know the facility is up ahead in the mountains. Kind of describe how you find it.
As far as the people who are at the facility, do I know anything about the type of officers that were there?
No, it's so this is a recap. It's a top secret facility that no one knew about. They have been researching some advanced medical research that they have dubbed the name Maple, and you've been there to find the research because it went dark, and no one knows why. So you know absolutely nothing about it. Just that you have to get there and these coordinates.
If I know where the coordinates are, then I think I'm going to, with the gear that we have, I'm pretty sure that we have flares or anything like that for me to just set off our last bit of our location for me to go for where we are now. So it's kind of like this is the last location that we had any type of anything from. If it's complete. So I would like to do a series of flares.
I like to think you have this gun that looks like a flare gun, but then like as soon as you shoot it off, the nozzle it kind of glows, and like we see this projectile shoot up into the sky. But unless we think it's a flare, it kind of explodes, and a mini beacon floats in the sky.
Just kind of like a last location kind of thing, and then kind of move forward. Can we have with my feral, I'm able to smell out different things in the area. Is it possible that I would be able to use that with some type of nature check to kind of just move us forward in a safe path? I would.
You can't smell anything because of the blizzard, but you can definitely use like tracking and things like that. So I'll allow you to kind of use feral for that. So I think that would be I would allow either like a nature roll or a perception check.
Nature or what else?
Or perception. But as you do that, we're just gonna take a quick tech break as we're getting some interference here, and we'll be right back. Hello, we're back. We're back. Yes, we are. Quick little stint there, but all refreshed and stretched about. And why don't we just get back into it as I turn off my fan real quick. Foos, just describe to me, and you can have full narrative control here, how you and your away team approach this facility in this blizzard snow.
Seeing it is, and you can hear me, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the way that I'm seeing it is you said it was blizzard and it was really not very visible. After we set off that flare beacon and it explodes in the sky, I want to connect all me and the other three of our team. And at that point, Zeus just kind of looks back and goes, either we get stuck together or we find it together, but nobody unhooks, and then starts trudging through the snow. It is kind of a lot. And Zeus doesn't necessarily realize that they're pulling the team along more than anything else, but it's kind of like, I'm going to make sure everybody makes it. So it's just like a constant pressure. At one point, the team is just kind of being dragged along. But when they arrive, it's not until Zeus is sure that everybody is, we don't really go straight to the front of the facility. I would like to go to the side. Once we get over to the side where we would have some type of cover, that's where we would like stop before we actually came towards it.
Mm-hmm. So as you go around to what you believe is the side, as you see this dark, kind of shadowy figure, large like structure, you kind of wrap around, and as you go forward, you step out of this whirling blizzard. There is just this calmness. Some snow come down, but as you all step out to the side, you see this large kind of black and blue structure, almost just like a mountain with like ice on it. If you were to see it from far away, just how it's kind of tactically camouflaged. But as you step out, you see that there is a ring around to where you can kind of see around to the building, and you can assume around to the other side as well of this blizzard. It seems to be mechanically and magically made so that people on the outside of the inner ring can't get through, but as soon as you're in the eye of it, it's completely calm. And as we see you whipping around the corner, the edges, and you pop around the corner, you see in front of you just a slew of bodies, all massacred in dark armor with a red blazing sun on the armor. And you know that this is the pirate group, Orbital Shift, sorry. The people who you had your training exercise against. You see them mixed with some security personnel and some what looks to be scientists. Looks like the front entryway is blown in, but there is a slew of bodies. And as we see you seeing this, and all of your crew seeing this, the camera goes dark. We just see previously. As we're back on the ship, a few weeks past, your little spindle robot Foos comes back to you as you sent them out with Elizabeth there to check to see if anyone was around, and they come back empty-handed.
I pick them back up and kind of merge into the other one that I have on, and it just kind of grows a tiny bit, goes and is back together. So you didn't find anything?
Nope, nothing. Zilch. Nada. Not a thing.
You can't read the thesaurus anymore if you're going to only use the thesaurus for your talking.
It speaks in code, but you can guess it's probably saying it does not speak common.
And is Elizabeth still there, or where did they go off to?
I think they're still there.
Nobody was listening in on us, which is why I sent him out to just kind of be a little yarny spy, see if he could figure out anything. Then we heard something though.
Yeah, Elsbeth, you're there with Foos, and you had gone to them to see if they could find out who was going around the ship, who you had suspected that there was someone, and Esme had bumped into someone apparently. Your familiar also comes back with nothing as well. What do you do?
Did anything set off my wards in the life support room?
No, nothing. And no one has moved apart from from area to area. Foos on the data pad. So apart from Esme, who's still in the dark matter room, everything seems to be normal, which is probably disturbing. What do you do?
Terry has also returned empty tentacled, and none of my wards have been set up in the life support chamber. We should probably reconvene with Esme, see if they've found anything on the trackers.
They're gone. They've gone quiet ever since their golem came back, and it was like they didn't find anything, and then yours didn't find anything too. They're thinking, but they agree with you, and they walk past you and start going where you said that they were going. Like, come on, let's go. They know it was your idea, but they just leave and start doing what you said because they're caught up in their thoughts. Did we come across anybody else while we're on our way to Esme, though, if we go back to the room? I do take the data pad with me.
Yeah. On your way to Esme.
Loud.
On your way to Esme, you don't see anybody, at all. No crew walking around. No people doing any kind of maintenance. There seems to be no ship life on this ship that has just set off a few days ago as you're walking through these long corridors.
Squint skeptically. Yeah. Is there anything in the data pad that shows just what a normal schedule would be like for a crew member?
Yeah, so you look through the to see the screw schedule, and you're on, say, the 7th floor as you're going to back down to the Dark Matter Hall, and you see that this should be a bustling throughway, right? There's the cafeteria, and then there's also the crew personal area, so people should be coming through here either to like change and their shift, but you don't see anyone. And as you're kind of moving around, you almost get lost to a point where you no longer remember where you kind of came from. And as you kind of look back, it just continues on to a bisection. And then there's just the elevator we had just walked from, but there was a corridor previously.
But now there's an elevator.
Mm-hmm.
No. Okay. So Theus is gonna take a really deep sniff in the air and see if they can smell any type of magic that isn't coming from them or from Elizabeth.
You can't really smell magic, but you don't.
With the blue magic and with the feral, it did
it
the way of red.
Yeah,
oh, okay. I can smell magic. I know where it's coming from.
Oh, okay.
I like a spell hunter. Like I know where the focal point of the magic is coming from if I can smell it.
Okay. Run me a wisdom save then. You got a 3.
It was not okay. It smells that smelly smell that smells smelly.
These are the things you say to yourself as you lose all sense of smell.
Oh.
Like it's almost as if you had gone into it's weird. You don't smell anything, but it's a smell you recognize. It's a smell of when you go into a completely sterile environment. There is just no scent whatsoever. Everything seems to almost be like washed away.
Like physically starts doing like this, like trying to like gain smell back. Like they're like, okay, everything just went. It's like the equivalent of just going dark, but for their nose, they don't like it. It's just they depend on their smell a lot, so they are just like, don't like it.
Yeah.
Don't like it.
And
if I back up, does it come back? Like is there like a line? Like I start backing up, like
You do. You start backing up. No. Your paws are up.
like seriously, like There's like taps of my nails because my feet are more canine than not, and it's just like can't do it, not me.
It does after like a few seconds it does again, and you smell the distinctive smell of Esme, distinctive smell of Elsbeth and Esme and everyone else on the ship. It just kind of almost like
just all fades. Of it just suddenly is there, and it's like
like all at once.
Like you're just like
But you do eventually make your way down to the Dark Matter Hall, and you see Esme is there. Down this one corridor, Esme, you had just finished talking to this Navarra person, and they had walked away. And Fusa, as you're walking down this one corridor, you don't see anyone.
Good. Don't see anybody.
Apart from Esme.
Yeah.
Hello, Captain. What is this?
Esme, come here, please.
Oh, yes, of course. And Esme will step over to Theus.
How did it go? How did it go in there? I was trying to get you to come over without talking. That's what this means.
Ah. I see. It went well. There's nothing wrong with the machine. It produced nominal results over a repeated period of time.
It hadn't been tampered with at all.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
It hasn't been tampered with at all.
Not that I could tell. You look troubled.
I'm hearing things. Smells are disappearing. Weird stuff's happening, and it's not my doing, and I don't like it.
What kind of weird stuff?
I'm just going to relay the weird noises that we were trying to do some surveillance, but came back empty-handed. And that whole smell thing that really messed with me. But if you're saying that you haven't found anything off in the computer room, then I can at least scratch that off of my list. Nothing weird happened.
Not that I can tell. Though I did find a program that greeted me. I would show you, but my data pad's broken. I can't hear you.
Why is your data pad broken?
Well, broken is it's malfunctioning temporarily.
I am honestly low-key, when I sent you to, what was I trying to get you to find when I sent you out there?
Sorry.
Good.
So it was Elsbeth that sent for Esme, and basically they wanted to double check that there was no one in here because they were getting strange readings. And then when Esme came, someone bumped into them, and they were checking to make sure that no one was messing with the dark matter engine. Elizabeth came to you, telling you about all of this because you're the captain. You've been investigating, and now you're basically just finding out what's happening with
And
Esme.
then that's why I sent little dude out to go see if they saw anybody doing anything out of the ordinary in their quarters, and they said they didn't see anything out of the ordinary.
Mm-hmm.
So if everything's normal right now after checking, then it's...
Yeah. They said they didn't see anything at all.
Esme, what did you mean when you said a program greeted you?
Oh, I communicate with machines regularly. It's not out of the normal. Is that out of the normal?
But you mentioned a program, not one of your programs or our programs.
A program. Sure. Although the ship is ours, so technically, perhaps it is also ours. I believe its name is KW.
They just greeted you?
Yes. I speak with many machines who will
Oh,
also
I mean,
greet.
that's all they said? They just said hi? They didn't say anything else?
Yes, actually. Hi. Quite literally. It was also written.
Oh. That's not normal.
It is normal for me. I'm starting to think that it's not normal for everyone, though.
Other than when you first turn something on, most machines don't just say hi.
I believe the Vect would disagree with you, Captain.
I am not a Vect, so I guess it doesn't just apply to me.
That is true. There you go. Yeah, so I think as you kind of talk about this and you kind of go on the next few days, nothing really happens. You don't seem to find any more problems. You don't seem to come across anything that seems to interfere with any of your gear. And Esme, you don't get anything back with your device. It doesn't turn on. No matter what you do to it, it just doesn't seem to turn on.
I may need to build another one from scratch, which is also exciting. Reprogram everything. It'll take time. I suppose I could see if there's any spare data pods on the ship. Should be able to use one. Maybe I could borrow one from my superior officer. I think I will do that. I'm gonna go and see if my superior officer, whose name, where's the NPC list? Should remember
Shuang, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna check with him and see if I can get a spare data pad.
Yeah, you head to the engineer bay and you go to speak to Shuang, and as you enter, you see them. They're working on what looks to be some kind of small device. It's circular. It has this strange purple crystal sticking out one side of it, and then a bunch of wires on the other end, and there's like a monitor that seems to be flashing something out. And when you come in, they just kind of pull it down and move it to the side and put something else in front of it, almost trying to hide it. And they're just gonna say, yes.
Still trying to pull it up. I'm trying to. Oh gosh, I am so sorry. Should
No,
have
no
these things
worries.
pulled up already. Just trying to pull up their title.
Chief Engineer Officer Shuang.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Chief Engineer Officer Shuang. I seem to have damaged my data pad during routine maintenance checks. I was wondering if we have any spare ones I could borrow.
Yes, we should have some. What did you do to it?
I was checking the dark matter engine for irregularities that one of the other officers reported, but there were none. And for some reason, it fried my data pad.
Oh, okay. They look towards you. Can I see it?
Of course.
Their kind of cybernetic makeshift DIY arm comes out and they grab it. They look it over. They look it over again. And then you see them go smash it. What do you do? It looks like they're about to like lift up their arm, like they're about to smash it. Do you do anything to intervene now?
I'll go to catch it.
Sure, run me a dex save.
Okay, that's one of my better ones, I think. Hooray. Let's see here. Dexterity saving throw. And I got a not good 7. It's 7.
Oh, 7. So you go to kind of put your hand out to grab instinctively. They just smash it, and it just smashes into a dozen pieces, just from hitting the ground. And they're sturdy things, but it seems this impact was able to just almost like shatter it completely. That shouldn't be here. Where did you find that?
Sir? Well, what do you find what?
And then they look at you. They blink slowly. I'm sorry, it's been a long day. How can I help you?
Well, you just I guess it was malfunctioning anyway. What are you? Why did you?
It was broken, and it's better to rebuild than try to fix something that is broken.
I mean, I agree. I wanted to just borrow a new data pad. What do you mean? How did I find that?
Well, it was broken. Beyond repair, you shouldn't be using broken material.
I suppose, but this is the data pad that I've always used.
Is it?
It is.
I think you should sit down. You don't seem to be confused. I gave you that data pad.
Yes.
so it should be fine. What did you do to it?
I used it for a routine maintenance check for the dark matter engine because one of the other officers reported to me that it was malfunctioning. And when I plugged it in, my datapad yielded nominal results, but then also started malfunctioning.
They look at you. And then they go over to a computer and they do a bit of work on it, and they look and they go, yes, I can see that the dark matter was fluctuating. You're correct. The readings are all here. That's true.
May I borrow a datapad, Chief Officer?
Yes, they're in the cabinet over there.
Thank you. Esme will get up and walk to the closet and open it up and take out a datapad. And on their face, there's just like this momentary, like, big expression because they just had the same conversation twice in a row, like there was a reset. And then wipes it off and takes the datapad out of the closet and turns back to chief engineer and says, "Thank you."
Of course, of course. You need anything else, just come down. I'll be here to help you.
Of course,
Have a good day.
sir. And
Please go back.
they will leave and start to quicken their step a little bit.
It's fine. As you leave and you quicken your step, the camera kind of swipes as the door closes, and we see the away team entering the facility. Just outside, you see all the bodies. You see inside is completely dark, apart from a few thermal lamps that are kind of flickering on and off. You see a dark hallway. You hear dripping off somewhere. On the side where it would say horizon, half of it's blown off. So the kind of words are just kind of skewed off, and you see a bunch of people under the debris as well. What do you do, Esme and Thrus and anyone else who's there? As you're back now in present time, looking towards the facility, you're also muted, Buns.
You said it right when I was like, crap, I'm muted. So all of the bodies that are ahead of us, we see the symbol of the sun on them. Do they still have their weaponry and everything? Was it like taken from them? I want to see if they went down fighting or if this was an ambush.
Yeah, so you see the pirates, who you know are the kind of scourge of multiple sectors. Orbital shift, they have all of their gear on them. They'll have like blaster and some thermal grenade damage on them. You see some facility guards and some facility scientists also there as well.
But they have them on them like they were drawn and not like they were caught off by surprise. Like, I'm trying to figure out if I should be on guard, like it's something about to come out now.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, you see all their stuff just there. They're all like gunshot wounds and stuff. Looks like a battle happened.
Okay, so yeah, okay. So that's still not necessarily the best thing. Is could I do a perception of the thing to see if there are any turrets or not? I just want to make sure it's safe to approach.
Yeah, I mean, you can.
I'm already freaked out that this is just quiet now, and that in itself, I'm like, I kind of want to know where that's coming from, but I want to make sure that I'm not running into danger. I saw people connected to me.
Well, the blizzard stopped now that you're in this weird circle of almost like quiet, almost like you're in the eye of the storm. No roll required. There's no turrets or anything like that. You kind of see some at the sides, but they all seem to be like powered down, and the facility itself seems to be almost deserted, or maybe everyone fought and died. Just looks like a draw. Who knows?
I'm gonna look at Manhattan and nod to them so that they know to stay on my side, and tell Esme and Atsuko to stay behind us and go towards the front, so that go try to find an entrance basically. But I want to keep the person who I have with me for medicine reasons and the person I have with me for technology reasons to be safe. So me and Manhattan are gonna stay side by side and protect them from the sides and keep them in the middle while we move.
Yeah, you can easily walk in. There's a big hole, as was said, and you walk into the facility. You see it's just this one giant lab. The stonework is this like dark gray, almost as if like also there's some weathering from it as well, as if this has been here for a while. As if the ice is now kind of formed on the inside. So this doesn't look recent, even though there's no fresh snow on the bodies outside. But the inside seems more worse for wear. You see a bunch of like lab computers, beakers, some machines you haven't even seen before, you as well, Esme. And you just see a terminal kind of flashing on and off. Any kind of roles or investigations you wish to do, you can do that. You're free to do that, but it seems deserted.
I would like to activate my thermal sight.
Mm-hmm. So you activate your thermal sight, and as you're kind of looking around, you see that there is.
I'll just pop that in chat so you can read the. There we go.
Yeah.
That's a jump pad. What am I doing?
You jump pad away to safety.
Come back!
The facility explodes. It's an epic scene.
No. That was a great stream, everyone. Good job.
You look around and you see in the wall there is a false wall, and there seems to be a heat signature behind it.
Is the heat signature is the wall too thick for me to sort of make out the shape of it, or does it look humanoid? Does
it looks humanoid from the way it's shaped. It doesn't look like there's any armor on it at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's about it. 6 foot.
Esme will point at it, the false wall, and say, I believe there is a heat signature behind that wall.
Deuce is gonna go up to it and just touch it to see if it's a panel. You're like, that's a wall. I'm touching to see what is it made of. Is it still stone like everything else, or is it made of something different?
So you touch it, and you touch it. You touch it, and as you kind of touch it, it's smooth to the touch. It's definitely some kind of like metal alloy. It doesn't just kind of like ply away.
Punch it.
You punch it, nothing happens.
I think I was gonna punch it, but it's made of metal, and I don't want it now. There's a heat signature back there. Then
it is shaped like a person.
Where?
I should have mentioned that first.
Where exactly?
Here. You're standing right in front of it.
Right here? They make like an X like this on the door?
Yeah, right there.
Back a few bits. Aim down for the legs. Pew pew.
You shoot through the material, and as you do, you see the figure move, Esme, and kind of the hands go up as almost as if it's like a scared motion, and you don't hear anything, but you just see the movement, like, oh god.
Oh no.
You scared the chicken in the wall.
I did. I'm gonna put my blaster away. The door's, I guess. How big was did the hole make?
I mean, it's a small blaster fire. I mean, like, some of you have like you probably have like cutters on you, like anything you think you'd get from like a ship. So if you think you have like cutters, I know some of you have like knives, or I
didn't know how big the hole was, or if I had to like finish cutting.
Oh well, if you shoot it, it's only gonna be like a small kind of like laser fire.
Yeah, that's just gonna be my starting point.
Yeah, you can also look around. Yeah, you can also look around the room if you want to see trying to open it. It's up to you, kind of like how the method you want to go.
I thought everything in here was like off and like couldn't do things. Like it was dilapidated.
No,
I
so
apologize.
there's one screen in the back that's flickering on and off. So.
Oh, so there is still power.
Yeah.
Yes, I will do that thing. I thought everything was dead.
No. Yeah, so you can go to the back and try and mess with that. You can run me a data on that. Data or technology, whichever you have.
I rolled an 18.
Nice.
I
So
have my comments.
you see like a brew. God, I can't speak today. You see a blueprint on the machine as it kind of flickers and then like continues on. It goes into like a 3D view, and it does this kind of roundabout turning before it gets to kind of your room, and then you kind of see yourself with be like a camera like set up behind you. And then it flips to a bunch of menus, and then it has data node, and then a bunch of weird glitchy text, and then it has access panel, and then work log.
Go to the access panel.
Yeah, you hit the access panel and you see the door start sliding open, Esme, and you just see as the door opens, you see this 6 foot simian human, like near human. There's basically some kind of monkey hair kind of up in this kind of teal blue, wearing a lab coat, and they're just like, they have their hands up. You hear this as well, Fus, as you're in the same room.
The noise is just like suddenly they just see Theus's head pop in. Hi.
I surrender.
Good.
That's a wise choice.
Right. I have no problem with the orbital shift. Please don't kill me.
Not them. They're gonna go like this to show that there's no sun.
Oh. Who are you? Right.
This is Captain Theus.
Yeah.
Oh, Captain. Very nice to meet you. I'm Dr. Takehiko. Pleasure to meet you.
They step forward and just go, hi.
They raise out like a large kind of like monkey paw. Pleasure to meet you.
Why are you hiding in a closet?
They look around at all the destruction, and then there was a fight, and there were orbital shift agents killing everyone, and I ran in here so I didn't die.
Why didn't you run out there with everyone else? Or is that part of the not dying thing?
Yeah, I heard them screaming, so I pretty much didn't want to go towards the screaming. Yes. How did you find this facility? Who are you, people? You can't just be wanderers.
No, we're not wanderers. How long have you been here? They're gonna kind of move forward. They're just dodging that question. Well, who are you and why are you here? Don't worry about that, homie. You're safe now.
They're like trepidation,
Hello, my name is Esme, Lieutenant Esme of the SS Black Sparrow.
Oh, it is a pleasure to meet you, Esme. I'm Dr. Takehiko.
I'm sorry, but you went to shake the hand, and then they hand went down, but they brought back water, and I went magic.
You don't shake the hand; they just bring back a glass of water. I see.
Hydrated.
I see how it is.
Is there any place for them to sit out here? I think I'm just trying to move them from out, kind of so I can kind of take a hint around. Are there any type of books? What do they have in here with them? As I'm just sort of kind of
nothing, just themselves.
They just
a lab
they
coat.
didn't grab anything with them.
No, they didn't seem to grab anything with them. Seem to just like had just bolted into this room.
Do you know why you were attacked?
It's been about a week now.
Do you know why they came to attack you?
They look at you, and you remember that this is like a top secret facility.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to say I moved them over to the side, just the three of us.
Oh
Away
yeah.
from in Atsuko, so it was just the three of us talking. I just wanted to make sure that was clear.
Okay, yeah. So they look to you, look towards the others, and they just say, "I have no idea." You see that they're lying.
I was right. You are smart. And, I said, Deuce looks at him and goes, "I was right. You are smart."
I should think so. I have 5 doctorates.
I don't know what that means, but me, and they point at Esme, we need to know about the medication.
Who are you? And their voice gets more serious.
I've been sent to find the medicine from somebody, from people who want to protect you. Don't wink, don't wink, don't wink.
Roll me a persuasion check, because you're just like, we're here to help you.
Help.
Wink, wink. Giving like no information. You've just been a victim of a mass assault in the facility. We're the friends, right?
Friends.
Hey there, traumatized person. I know you've been through a lot. Where's your stuff?
Right. 11.
11. Yeah, they look towards you and you just say, I'm sorry, I don't know who you are, and I'm glad that you have come, but clearly I've just had this massive incident, and I don't.
Horrible thing happened to you. There's
Yes.
no reason why somebody like me should know anything about anything that you are nervous to talk about. It's almost like I'm not stupid.
Right. Well, they look towards Esme. Do they always speak like this?
The captain is still getting used to having authority.
Right.
We were sent by Captain Gozi.
Oh, you're with the coalition.
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
I told you we're not them. And then they do this again to show that they're not wearing the sun again.
Not being that faction, Captain, leaves a lot of room for anyone else in the universe.
Yes, that. Specifically that. Yes. Thank you. What was the question? And they seem to be pointedly talking to you, Esme. What was the question, Esme?
We are looking for... I actually am unfamiliar with the entire... You'll have to speak to the captain. The captain actually knows everything.
They get close up to you. You aren't able to speak out of your own authority.
I do not know all the details.
Oh.
But also, yes, that second one is also true.
Interesting. Right. And they step, like they about facing you. Foos. What was the question? I'm so sorry.
My question was, one of the main things I'm supposed to figure out is why this place was like it went. Nobody knows what happened. I didn't think you guys were going to still be here. Now that you're here, we can help you transport. I was told I needed to transport. I'm trying to follow orders here, man.
Yes. You're here for Maple, right? Our medical research and supplies.
Say it. They go. Shh, shh, it's a secret.
Oh, right. They look around. Right. They start whispering. Well, I don't know exactly where it is. The orbital ship came and they We have a supply here, but our ship was already sent out. The Black Hawk was already sent out for distribution. I, that's why I was left here. Once they found that out, they went off to go to the Black Hawk. All of our research and supplies went onto that ship that went off for distribution.
So they were too late when they arrived.
Yes, we'd already sent everything off. All of the information should be on that terminal. You should have access. But uh, the maple supplies, they're highly valuable. They could save a lot of lives. You have to get them back.
Yes. Okay. You come here, and they like take both of their hands and start moving, and kind of like while they're talking pretty quickly, while like before they meet up with the others. So like me, the person you are next to, and you're gonna see a Nautilus when we get back to the ship. They are the only people that you talk to. You speak to nobody else about anything other than we found you and you're safe now. Deal?
Okay.
Right now, you're just super grateful.
You're really unorthodox.
They look around like, which terminal?
The only one that's on, the one that over there.
They like sit you in front of it. Yeah.
Right. They start clickering, clattering. Well, what do you want me to do?
I'm trying to think of the word. The log, I guess, where it was sent off for distribution.
Oh, right. Of course.
That's information we should have. Yeah.
Yes, of course. Sorry, I'm a bit muddled right now.
If I may provide a suggestion, we're already losing much time. If you give me the authority to download your logs onto my data pad, we can get back and pursue much faster.
Yes, that is a good idea. Good thinking there, Esme. Nice spontaneity. I like that.
Thank you, Doctor. If I may, Captain.
Please do. And they call over Etsuko. Etsuko will treat you and check you out, make sure you don't have anything that could be detrimental to the travel, and hope you like rope. And they kind of hold up like, because you got to get connected to us when we leave here.
Oh, right. The blocking and the storm controls should be on the terminal as well. You should be able to access them, Esme, if once you've downloaded it.
Thank you. And Esme will hook up to the machine and have the doctor grant them access so that they can turn off the storm and download the logs.
You get the logs, you find the astral navigational directions for where the ship is supposed to go. You see the beacon, because they were tracking it, had gone silent at a certain sector. So that's most likely where you'd have to check. You also see the controls for the storm. And then you also see a menu that has, as I mentioned before, when Foos looked at it, has glitchy text on, but it still allows you to kind of access the node, but it doesn't let you access further.
That makes sense. One of the things I would be also interested in finding in a database like this is like the signature of the ship that we're going to be pursuing as well.
Okay, so yeah, you're trying to like kind of delve deep into this thing. So I think then, since you have access, you're able to get all of that information. But as you're searching through, you come up against a firewall that we can't access through.
I'm having trouble with this particular source. Does the file, or does the location have a name?
It's you kind of backtrack it, and it seems to be connected to that glitchy node.
I can't access all of it, and the things that I can access, I cannot access for very long. But I've done my best.
Can I try and hack it if you want?
I could try to hack it. Why not? What's the worst that can happen? Another broken data pad? Let's go.
I mean, you have all the locations, so it's all right.
Right? It's fine. Let's just hack it. Let's go.
Nice, yeah. So, Rumi, your data there with
Oh,
your hack.
wow. 17?
Oh, okay. Damn. Okay. So as you're hacking through, Dr. Takehiko seems very engaged with what you're doing. And halfway through, you just say, "That's really good. Who learned? Where did you learn to code like that?"
I started teaching myself once they put me on the ship. Their initial position for me was simple physical maintenance, but I seem to be a natural at this. I enjoy doing it.
Yes, you're coding in a way that I haven't seen before. Very intriguing. Very intriguing. And they seem to just be watching you. And as you get access, Esme, all that kind of comes up is a bunch of blocky text that seems to be kind of glitching in and out. Nothing seems to make sense. But the only thing that seems to be constant throughout the text is a number, and the number is 42.
42. I'm curious. I'm just curious here. I would like to type in a command code for recognition and type in KW and then a pipeline.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe another hack as you try and install this. Install this. 20 now. Nice. Oop, my roll 20 just kicked me out. As you do this, and you put in the KW and you put in the pipeline, you just see the word hi come up again, and then this emoji green kind of tech face. This is a smiley face, and it slowly frowns, and then like the eyes kind of start slanting, like it's like an angry face.
Oh no.
And as that happens, I need all of you, as well as you, Elsbeth, on the ship,
Oh no.
is you all to
Sorry.
roll me a death save.
What?
Oh, okay.
Sometimes you need a friend.
Okay.
Ooh.
So we have yours came up, Kai, yours came up. Foos, you fail, Asbeth failed, and Kai, you passed. So as you're doing this and you see the frowny face, your vision goes red, like there's a red tint. And you suddenly start feeling like you're drowning, Foos. And you feel like you're drowning, Elsbeth. Like you aren't able to just get the oxygen into your lungs, the whatever kind of process you get, it just isn't happening. And as this happens, the screen goes dark. Foos, we see you fall unconscious. Elsbeth, your suit shuts down.
Oh no.
Elsbeth, what do you look like as we see you, as the camera slowly grays in your Nautilid form? You're in this large pool that is filled with Poseidon solution back on your fleet colony, What do you look like?
Uh, I look like a shark person.
Nice. So as we kind of see you, this like very like sleek shark person floating around, we see others like you floating around, swimming, and as we see you kind of come up into whatever kind of arid area there is, we see there's a bunch of younglings playing. There seems to be some kind of virtual ball, people walking on decks, and people lounging around, and you see what looks to be the community officer just sitting on the side looking towards you, and they beckon you over. As you head over to them, they just say, Elizabeth, how are you doing? You seem to be really secluded these last few weeks.
Is this like a flashback, or am I aware that this isn't where I'm supposed to be?
This seems like a flashback. Perhaps you're in this moment, remembering what has happened. You're not aware of it.
Gotcha. I've been busy with my research.
Your research, yes. We had to reinstall a whole new subunit because of it. And I don't remember you allowed access to those ancestral artifacts last time I checked.
If you have anyone more qualified to be investigating the ancestral artifacts, I would love to meet them. Any compartment is worth the collateral to find a long-term solution to our Poseidon Solutions problem.
There were 5 people injured during that collapse. And for the people who are more authorized, we do have a historian architectural scientist who is very qualified. Why do you think that your ambitions outweigh theirs?
Because we need to be looking for new solutions and investigating new venues of research. All the historian does is catalog what it did, what it is, or whatever it was, not what it can do. And as far as you're injured, injured implies still alive, and they will recover. The more time you waste, the more of us will expire, and those who do will not recover.
But we can't get progress at the expense of our own people. We're not monsters. We must preserve life. Otherwise, what is the point?
Your preservation in the long term will kill us in the long.
Look, I don't want to argue with you about this. You don't have authorization. I need you to hear me when I say this. Leave it alone. It's not worth it. You have 4 more years of engineering in the subnautical school. Then we can talk about what role you want to be a part of in the colony.
4 more years wasting time here than to waste time in however long the colony lasts before we have to ditch it when the solutions you come up with do not last. And then I get to jump from colony to colony, watching us run out of worlds and run out of people.
The burden shouldn't be on you. Just I understand
It
your
has to
sentiment.
be me. Someone else is going to get it wrong.
They look at you, thinking of the accident. Just listen, all right? Just listen. Consider this your final warning. You're a good kid. They stand up. Just focus on something else for a bit. And they walk away.
I heard them, but I didn't listen.
What do we see then in the next few months as you're messing with this device? As you didn't listen? Are you still trying? Do you try something bigger, something smaller?
I think I just go straight for the biggest one. Whatever one has the the do not touch button.
So you go for this large cylindrical like Poseidon sphere. It has all of these like nodes kind of floating around it. No one has figured out how to even access it. No one knows what it is. Some say it's it's a Genesis pod. Some say it's a weapon. No one has any kind of clue. What do you do with it?
I think I probably introduce it to another item. I'm pretty sure they're kept parsed out because they're like, this is some spooky stuff. Don't let them touch. You know, they might go like full Voltron, and I'm like, let me see what happens when I introduce one of like the small artifacts to the big artifact.
You do. Um, as you get close and you're messing with this device, you put it close to the Poseidon sphere, and you see this arcing electricity hit the nodes, and then another one, and then another spark goes out. And as it does, the device that's in your hand starts rumbling. Before you can do anything, it gets ripped from your hand, scarring your fingers. Blood kind of like floating in the water. And you feel the actual water itself start heating up. It gets uncomfortable. And a shock wave goes out, a shock wave of heat around the colony. And we see as everything kind of goes on, you awake as you were floating there unconscious, not even realizing you were knocked out. You see everything is just destroyed. The device just isn't there anymore. And you see that there are things off of the walls destroyed. All the other artifacts are completely annihilated, either just disintegrated or like fritzing out, completely broken. And you see, as you're looking around, there are some bodies floating. You are severely hurt. What do you do?
I think it's at this point there's some kind of residue. You know, at first I imagine it's just, you know, our combined ichor left floating in the water, but then it starts coalescing around me. And almost, you know, filling in the cracks and breaks, but not in like a nice plaster mold kind of way. It in like a very uncomfortable when you stick your fingers together while messing with hot glue kind of way.
Yeah. We see this kind of coalescing around you, and as we see the kind of community officer kind of coming in, we see their eyes closed. There's a big scar across it. You see they check some of the bodies, and we see some of the medical staff kind of like putting them in spheres and kind of taking them off to get treated, as you all seem to be unconscious, in bad states, and it's all of the people who seem to be injured. It's like getting carted off. You see, he just looks at you, and there is just anger in his eyes and disappointment. and we see you get pushed into a life pod, bound to a planet that can keep you safe for a time as you're exiled from your colony. And we see you picked up some years later by the Coalition. And this keeps ruminating, going forward. And I think as we jump then over to Fooz, we're going to take a short break. And then we will jump back into this, whatever this is. So we will see you shortly, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, everyone. Hope you are doing well out there, that you stretched and hydrated, all that good stuff. We are back with the official second half of Lost Horizon Semblance. And of course, you are watching Goldheart Gaming. So thank you for tuning in. This is a sponsored game by Magehand Press. We are playing in, running around in, and feeling the drama from the campaign and world setting book of Magehand Press's Dark Matter, a rip-roaring futuristic campaign setting set against a mashup of sci-fi and fantasy influences, which lets you play D&D in space without learning the system. You're using the SRD and the Magehand Press all of that good material, so you can dive in, play your own game, and explore the galactic expanse and all your creativity let loose. They also have a rip roaring good Kickstarter as well going on, so you could check that out. And they have a 100k goal called 100 to owning. It is a print and play campaign, a full mecha campaign in which they hit it. Oh, nice! They hit that. I've just been informed that they hit their goal for the mecha campaign. So that's super awesome. They had some really good writers on that as well. So go check that out and go see what other goodies that they may be stretching out further on. It is a really good Kickstarter to jump onto and just kind of get involved in. Yeah, thank you for those who are hitting those goals. You're also sponsored by VZ 3D Works, a 3D printed TTRPG, prints perfect for every table, from the Mythic Mode collection to the Fates End Dice Towers. Using our affiliate code in chat right now, you'll get the 12% off in checkout. You can only get that here. So if you're watching this live, be sure to go check that out. And if you're not, be sure to jump over when we're live so you can be a part of it, because it's really worth it. I highly recommend it. There are also a number of donation goals as well, which you can interact with the stream. If you're watching this live, you can scroll down to the About section. We have our $1 thank you, 5 hydrate in space, 10 medic, 15 favored by the force, 25 phases set to kill, and the God Galactic Eternal tier, it is the glitch in the Matrix, which you can kind of see some people just glitching with some of the tech that's going around. But that is a 1 episode delay, so we can get full use of it. before we broke, of course, for our break, we had the crew find out, if anything, what was happening with the dark matter engine. Nothing, but there was a weird hello on a dead pad, which eventually broke. Some drow red shirt was watching Esme, but seemingly just kind of bemused what was going on. No one seemed to be able to find anything, but in their search, Fu seemed to lose all sense of smell, and they seemed to get almost turned around in their own, admittedly new ship, which was very strange for them. It's a new experience. Later on, we saw Esme go to get that data pad repaired by Chief Engineer Officer Shuang, which they seem to act very weird, almost having the same question asked again. It was all very suspicious. It made Esme feel a little weirded out, I could say. And before they got their data pad, they also then made their way to the Horizon facility, which seemed to had already been under attack a week ago. Bodies sprawled out, the facility broken into. They found a near human simian type, Dr. Takehiko. They conversed, got the information, and now we're doing some weird flashback because we had a hacking happen, some saves failed, and now their lives seem to be flashing before their eyes. Why don't we jump back into it? So, Foos, you have been out on the savannah, lush green land, purple trees, green, vibrant clouds overhead. Looks like it's about to rain. You get little droplets of green water. It's a beautiful day in Homeworld. You hear coming up behind you your brother. And he just says to you, Foos! Foos, Foos, Foos. Think fast! And they throw something at you. Do you catch it, or does
They
it?
are going to attempt to catch it, whatever it is. It's just instinct at this point. It just goes,
Roll me a deck save.
oh, please catch this.
Let me know what you get. So
I rolled a 12.
You do. You catch it just before it hits you. A bit of a bit of the goop hits you on the face as it's a very ripe fruit, but it's your favorite fruit. It's the baganga fruit. It looks like a squash, but it's soft and it has this almost like honey liquid inside of it.
When I catch it and the first splatter kind of goes on my face and I realize what it is, I go like this and squeeze it so all the juice comes down and just kind of like waterfalls. They were just like kind of squeezy. All the honey. The juice is the best part. You don't really do much with the pulp. Like I make stuff that it's the juice. The juice is what you want. Would I turn around and I just go, hi, car.
Hey, Foos.
Any more, or you just
I
gonna tease me?
mean, there is, but they're at the Berry Fine. I would go there by myself, but I'm not allowed, so.
We talked about the word allowed. You get caught.
That's why I came to find my best exile sibling to help me.
Now, one of these days, you're also going to start growing up instead of growing out, and then you'll be able to do most of this yourself. But come on, I'll race you. I'm going to start running towards the berry vine.
Not fair. My legs don't bend like because they aren't like you, are they, Foos? They don't look like you, do they? You are the only one in your village. You are what's known to your people as a cursed one. You are a half human animal hybrid. And as you're running, laughing with your brother, you haven't seen him in a week. And in that week, even though you don't like to admit it, perhaps lonely, in the isolation that is this exile from the tight-knit community that you're from. And as you're running, you're feeling these emotions, you get to the clearing and you see the hub of the Baganda fruit flower. See these large insectoid, or look to be almost bees, but they have 4 legs on the ground. They have these spears and they're walking around the Bagunga tree, picking them for market. It's fruit, it's anyone's, but they seem to have claimed this.
That's what makes this fun. Every time I take some.
It tastes better somehow.
It's right. It's just like man, this tastes like not mine, and it's just the best.
This tastes like forbidden fruit. Your brother comes up beside you. He's like, okay, my plan. I plan it. Just give me a minute.
All right, use your words. We talked about this.
So we go around the corner, and then we see.
It's soft, but they just go.
they wheeze, and they look at you with their lavender eyes. Oh, okay. So what's the plan? I think we go around. I spook them, punch out a few, tackle a few to the ground, because I'm just really badass. And then you go in and you steal some. I mean, it didn't work last time, but I think now's gonna be a good time.
So our normal plan: you go cause a distraction because you think you're helping, and I'll go get us some. Break.
What? Okay. And he runs off to the side.
When he goes to run up, they go, what? This runs around to the back of the tree, basically following his plan. But using their back paws, they kind of crawl up the back of the tree, and using their teeth, because they're part hyena, and hyena have bone-crushing teeth. So, sorry, my dog was like, let me show you. Just kind of jumps up, and they're a low-hanging branch that would have some fruit still hanging on it. This is going to just jump up and bite down on it so that it breaks off and goes in their mouth, and then they start running towards their brother, because hopefully the branch will kind of knock a few people out. You see a dog run with a stick in their mouth? That's this right now on either side.
You do, and you knock a few out. They're unaware. You hear them kind of buzz in defiance before they just pass out, and your brother kind of jumps out and is just like, "Well, you didn't even wait for me. You didn't even let me do my part."
No, look, this one. Go here. They hold one up.
They walk over, and they're about to like suck a punch, and they're just like, what's the point? You've already done it. I said, can I just have some fruit, please? Every time.
They just hold their mouth forward so he can take the stick out of their mouth. Are you sure? I can wake him up if you want to.
No, we tried that last time. It was just very sad, and I hurt my hand. The exoskeleton's pretty tough.
Yeah, it's fine. They just like drop the person. It's okay.
You just hear. Is
it rude? Look, we talked about this. If you're gonna become somebody that goes off this place and goes into the stars, you have to learn to fight.
I can fight, but whenever I try and I get hurt, you jump in. I have to be able to fight my own battles, right? I mean, I know I'm the youngest.
It's my job. I'm just doing my job. Hey, just because I'm part scavenger doesn't mean I have to act like it.
That's true. So, Mom really wanted these? Would you help me take them back?
No, I'm not gonna help you take them back. They don't want me there.
I know, but it's been like 6 months.
And before that, it was a lot longer. that they did. And if only 6 months is all it takes for everyone to forget me but you, then fine. But I'm done trying.
It just, it takes a long time for a trickle to become a river. Just don't give up.
I don't want to use that many tears. I don't want my trickle to become a river. I wanted my family to accept me. And they did. So here's some fruit. And they're like, toss like 2 of them over there. Because it seems like I have dinner for the next few days here.
All right.
When they walk by though, they like kick the tree so a few fruits fall down so that he can still get some. But the branch they broke off is their branch.
Mm-hmm. They pick some up, and they just say, "All right. When I eventually get out of here, and I will, I'm thinking of it. Or you have ideas about what ship I want to build?
Yeah.
Will you come with
What
me?
type of ship? I don't belong up there. You belong up there. I belong down here, hunting with the rest of my kind. You know, that's how that goes.
You're more than that. Come on. You're thinking of possibilities. Thinking of all the weird and strange people we could find up there.
I've had enough weird and strange in my life. Why would I want more? I'm weird and strange. And everything's just been so fuzzy since all of this. I don't even remember my naming ritual anymore. Car, I'm not.
Looks disappointed. So you're not even going to come back?
To what?
Just for the festival?
The festival would have been for FEMA. I'm not FEMA anymore.
Say that again.
The festival would have been for you and for your older sister FEMA, and I'm not FEMA anymore.
Yeah.
I will meet you there. I will beat you at Dungaball like I always do, and then you go home for dinner by yourself. I won't ruin festival for Mom. It's the least I can do. The last part of me that I can give.
Okay. I'll meet you here tomorrow, right?
Here tomorrow? Well, maybe not here. They sort of finally start moving away from the
Yeah.
people as they start making. Maybe not here, but meet me at the normal place.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's something to show you as well.
What?
It's a surprise.
Surprise.
Yeah.
A surprise I have to wait for?
Yeah.
Gross.
Whatever. Okay, bye.
Bring me some yarn when you come.
No.
Thank you.
True siblings.
Right? They must be real siblings right now. None of that. You got it, sis, up in here.
I love you. Go die.
Go die in the hole. See you when you get home from work. I hope you trip.
You know. So as you go off, we see you. The rain hits heavy. Pink thunder clouds and ripples go out as the green rain pours down. What does your abode look like?
When I get back to where my kind of like, it's almost like a den almost. A lot of the other hunters and the other cursed people on my planet, especially others who have the same curse as me, we tend to become pack mentality, like just pack bonded.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more of a den than anything else. It's like a large mound that's been dug through and inside and hollowed out, and then there's a group of us inside with a fire.
Let me see this. We see you all kind of huddling up together.
Yeah, it's kind of like a if it was like a clay domed house, like it's just like a clay domed house. It isn't so much made of dirt itself. It's still like a clay house.
Which it's nice, and we see you kind of there with everyone. But we also then see kind of like as the camera kind of pans up from this your village like a ways away, and as the night then turns to the day, we see you waiting at your designated point for your brother, and you're waiting, and you're waiting, and you start smelling smoke and the wind, and is that blood?
No, we're on a run now. Gonna run now.
You do, and you start running, and as you start running, it gets thicker and thicker and thicker as you see there's a blaze in front of you. You see people fighting all around, and you see the distinctive marks of the outsiders, as they're known, the hunters. And they seem to be attacking and shouting at people and asking for where the cursed are. You don't see your brother, don't see your family. What do you do?
I go to warehouses. I just stay to the outskirts of everything. Like, we're going to find my family and my brother. I hear people fussing, but I'm going to use the smoke to my advantage and stay to the edges to get. I know where my old house used to be. I lived here.
Mm-hmm. You do. You start hunting. Yeah, you start kind of shooting forward. You're trying to bypass the hunters. You're going. You're asking, "Where are they? Where are they?" You hear them shouting, and as you go forward and into your house, you don't see anyone, but as you kind of look inside, that there is a hatch where your brother often tinkers. It's in the basement. As you see, your house is just disheveled and broken, and no one's inside.
I am going to run to where my brother normally keeps his stuff, refresh his scent in my nose, and go find him.
You do. You get a strong sense in the house under the hatch, and as you get closer, you just hear this loud growling voice just say, "Where are the cursed, boy?" And you hear your brother just say, I don't know. I don't know. You're lying. You stink of lies. What do you do?
I'm like I'm above them. Have I opened the hatch and I see this?
You hear this as you get close to the hatch.
I am going to. Do I have access to any of my current things?
No.
No, I don't. Okay, I just wanted to make sure because I went straight to my character sheet.
There's probably a knife in the kitchen, or your claws. You have your claws.
I'm about to say I don't need a knife anymore. I am going to open the hatch and try to and just jump down. My everything's so cloudy right now. All I can think of is protecting my brother. I rip hatch open and just like go head first, claw first, down towards whatever it is.
You do. You go head down, claw first, and as you do, you see that this near human, animalistic person seems to be grabbing your brother. Claws are out. You see there's like a mark on his cheek, and as you jump down, you jump on this person's back, and he's just like, "Ah, ah!" I'm guessing you just tear
my
into
hand
him.
is going to go over the arm of the hand holding my brother, and I'm going to chomp down.
You do. You start chomping down. Your brother gets flown. You're kind of on top of this person. You hear your brother go, "No, look out! Look out, Foos!" And as you do, you look and you see that there's this large machine that seems to be bleeping as the guy throws you off. He falls back into the device. He starts flaming up, and you see the device just start like bleeping, and he's like, "No, no!" And he goes, "Catch Fruce!" as your brother throws you something, and as you catch it instinctively, you see this field go around you. You see your brother run towards you as an explosion kicks out. The entire building gets destroyed. And you see standing there in what looks to be almost rock is your brother and this figure. As you see him like almost right towards you, just running straight forward.
The field thing still around me?
It dissipates.
Yeah. When it finally dissipates and I can like go past it to my brother statue, like I'm gonna try to touch, like, is there any pulse? It's just stone? Is it, what happens when I touch him?
It feels hard, like just like hard stone. It's gray and like white in pieces in areas. It looks almost like meteorite when meteorite falls down. The device is just like thrumming and then it seems to stop.
I am going. I'm going to pick up the device. There's still the device. It's still there.
Yeah, it's this like large device. And as you walk over to it, you see kind of on the desk, because everything's blown out from this room. You see that there is a kind of indented on this metal board is this pad. You've never seen one before. There's like this flickering light on it. And as you get close to it, it seems to have your brother's voice coming from it, just saying, "Hey, Foos. Hey, Foos. Hey, Foos."
Just gonna pick it up and just like, is it a play button? Is it just skipping?
You just slap it because you've never really seen anything like this before. And it flickers up and you see this holographic image of your brother, like small. And he just says, "Hey, Foos, so here it is, surprise. So I found this device. It came down about a month ago. No one knew what it was. And I fixed it up with some old spare parts I got from the old Kentucky play yard and put it all together. And I've been testing it out. And it seems to have transmat capabilities. It's some kind of transporter. Now, this thing is going to be worth a lot once I kick it up. And if we do, well, there are those cargo ships that come every 6 months. This could pay for us to get off the planet for good. Surprise. And it repeats.
I'm gonna let it keep playing and like softly put it back on the ground. And then I'm going to pick up the device, and it doesn't look like anything's wrong with it. It doesn't look like it did. It's just not blinking anymore.
It seems like in like the scuffle where the guy kind of fell back, it seems to like crack the front end of it. It seems to kind of flicker. If you had some kind of engineering know-how, you could probably maybe try and fix it up. But yeah, that's all you have.
I am going to pick up my brother and take him up and put him in his area of the house. Then I'm going to go back down to the other guy who's now a statue and punch his head off and pick up the device and his head. And then I'm going to go make the rest of them think this device still works and that their leader is dead now.
You do.
At the very best, it probably will go off and take everybody in here out with me. And then I'm going to go up into the fray.
You do. You
cackling maniacally.
You do. As you do, you walk past your brother, and we see you up the steps, but we don't follow you out. We see the camera swipe, and then as it does, you eyes shoot open. So do yours, Elsbeth, as you're back on the ship and you're back on the facility. Foos.
What? But they look around and like they're expecting to see Car, or they're expecting to see like their village during all of that. But instead they look over and they see the doctor and they see Esme, and they're like wearing their clothes, and they're like, what did you just do?
They fell down for like maybe like 10, 15 seconds.
Yeah. They just like pop back up. Like, what was that?
You fell.
Why? Why? Why that?
I don't know. It seemed to be concurrent with a message I received, but correlation is not causation.
Can I? Is there any way that there is any type of? I would like to see if there are any type. Is my smell going to go away again? I'm going to try to smell for magic again. That was too invasive.
Yeah. Nothing comes up.
Nothing comes up. So then that makes. So then I take a big deep breath, and then I ease afterwards. Like, okay, so there's not somebody who did that to me, so I don't have to go knock a bitch out. But we need to get out of here.
I agree. Captain, do you feel all right?
I will be. Okay. Whatever you just tried to do, please don't do that again.
I will not, because that is an order.
Yep, unless otherwise said. Okay, we need to get out of here. Do we have everything we need?
No, but I will have everything that I have. There is nothing more.
All right. They can we get this stuff with the weather so we can make that go away? Is that something else we were doing in the
You shut that down. That was part of the access that you initially had because of Dr. Takehiko. The only access you didn't get was past that firewall, which you were able to get past, and you got the number 42.
Yep.
So you were able to kind of pack up and go. Dr. Takehiko kind of looks at you, Foos, and then looks towards you, Esme, and they just say, "What did you do?"
I attempted a recognition sequence of another program. It seemed to recognize it.
I see. Fascinating. And they just stare at you for like an uncomfortable amount of time before they seem to realize. Let's go.
Let's.
And you make it out of the facility. And now that you're out and the blizzard is gone, you're able to get back to the ship, and you have them kind of teleport you back on. So you don't have to kind of worry about heading back to your landing pod, which will find its way back through kind of AI piloting. And you're all back. You have the location where you have to go. You know the coordinates. It's not too far from here actually. It seems like the ship didn't actually make it that far out of this sector. Even though you are on the outskirts of the kind of edges of the known rim, this is the only planet that you know for any that exists that's habitable. but it seems to be making its way back to the mall from where you came from. So I'll leave it up to you what you wish to do in this time or whatever.
Yeah, if it's headed towards the mall, then I can see me not lighting up. I think I am now though.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I will, if we know that they're headed towards the mall, I feel like we should intercept them and like kind of like meet them there. If we see them actively still going towards it, or are they just chilling there?
No, that was the coordinates. That's where they stopped. So when they were tracking the travel because it has the sensitive information on it, and the last coordinates that it sent out was it traveling to the mall. So you kind of know that that's where it was last seen. So you can choose to kind of go to that now, or you can kind of do what you choose to do is kind of up to you. At this present time, if you want some time to recuperate, you can, or if you want to go straight for it, you can. I'll leave it up to you.
No, this is something, and this is just the last known location. This isn't necessarily something. This is just a last known location. This isn't necessarily something that's like this is where they are. This is where we think they are, and we're already playing catch up. I think we kind of just need to go.
Yeah.
I'd like make an announcement and be like, we're going towards. We are. How do you make this announcement? How do you
you can command the flight crew to kind of send you off to the coordinates. I just wanted to make sure you didn't want to like have any downtime or RP or anything like that, or investigate anything before you go off to the next point. But if you want to head off to the next point, you can. It's up to you.
I guess I would check in with everybody when we first got back. I would show Takahiro where their quarters would be.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of let everybody introduce them to like debrief them, and then I need to introduce them to Elizabeth. So actually, I will do that. I will go see Elizabeth with Esme and Takahiro so that I can.
Zeus. I have an idea.
Yeah.
We're going to announce that we have the package.
Ooh, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
We're going to announce that we have it.
That we have it. Yes. It's just all just everybody, please. Wait, why am I doing this? They just kind of sit like you're right, and then they sit you in front of the thing. Announcement.
Oh. Haha.
I don't know how to say this. We did it.
You hear back, did what, Captain?
See, the mission. We have no, because I told them. Sorry, I'm trying to remember exactly what I told everybody when we did the debriefing. Trying to keep my information straight on what I just told Elizabeth and Esme, what I told everybody else.
It's okay if I don't know everything. I'll just announce it. Hello, everybody. Congratulations. We've succeeded on acquiring. We've succeeded on acquiring Maple. We will be making a course back to the ship. This is like social hacking.
Social hacking.
You send out the mission, the mission. You send out the transmission through the ship, and you get some acknowledgements back. You get some congratulations. You hear some people say, "Oh, well done, the mission was success." It was like, "Oh, this is a really good mission. Wow, I'm gonna like level up really quickly."
Right? This is great.
A few of the red coats like high five each other. It was like, "Yes, there's another mission down." You know, and everyone seems to be in applause. If that is the case, then you get on your kind of your pilot goes, should I set a course back to the Black Sparrow, and should I set a direct line to Captain Ngozi to let them know you have completed the mission?
it to my personal comm, I'll let them know. And we will be meeting here. But no, I don't take that second part yet. Actually, just open a channel and send Ngozi directly to me. I'll let them know about the mission success.
Very good.
I'll let you know where. Yep. And then I'll let them know about coordinates later. I got a plan.
Okay.
We're going to do the shenanigans.
So what's the plan?
It's a good question.
Everyone on the ship knows it was a success.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It was a success. I'm gonna call and actually inform Ngozi like that we found
Now, you haven't actually found Maple, so.
Oh yeah, we know. I'm not gonna tell them that. I'm telling Ngozi what actually happened, and then just kind of update them and let them know that we found somebody and that we have the last known coordinates going to the mall. And then I'm going to go to the pilot and say, these are orders from Ngozi. We're going to be going to these coordinates to give them the new coordinates, so there's no suspicion about why we're going there.
Yep. And
I just got orders from our captain to go here now. So here you go, buddy.
Here's the crux of it, though, and this is just me addressing this out of character.
Mm-hmm.
We know that Menhet and Atsuko know that's not true, so we can watch them and see what they do.
Mm-hmm.
There's something there. There's
I love
plan.
it. Just that twisting. I love it.
It is social hacking. It's sending a package that doesn't exist.
We've delivered the mail. What? That's right. Yeah. So you set the course to the Black Hawk ship. Is that what I'm getting? Okay. So you.
Kind of.
Yeah. You set
new coordinates that they're going to meet us at that we have.
Yeah. These new coordinates that you go to, and as you set off and you go for this, how are you spying? Tell me how you're trying to figure out what you're doing. I'll leave this up to you because you know your plan, right?
Yeah.
Because you can make it there, but since you've told everyone that you're there, you wait to see if anyone kind of reacts to this, if anyone steals something. How are you keeping track of them? How are you tabs in them? Oh, we can't hear you, Buns.
I'm actually going to go try to meet up with Manhattan. I would like to have an interaction with them because I'm going to slip one of these little dudes on them.
Okay, nice. And Elsbeth, what are you doing as this is happening? I'm guessing was Elsbeth part of this plan, or did they not know?
Yes, we let them know. We did the call together. We're like, this is the plan. We're like, yes.
Nice.
You are frozen,
Kai.
Esme.
Okay.
Very happy screenshot. Like this is one of those screenshots we take. You just wait.
Oh, spaghetti.
Everything is awesome.
What are you doing, Elsbeth, as this kind of plan is kind of going on?
I think while I'm just waiting for them to arrive with the package we definitely secured, I'm just gonna recheck all my systems because I don't have Esme to explain the spooky situation to me. So I'm kind of flying with that co-pilot up here.
Yeah, did you ever like confront the spooky situation? Did you ever like talk about it, or like even to like an NPC or anyone else, or you just kind of, that was weird, I'm gonna just put that in there, I should not remember that ever again folder?
I think if
vault.
other, I mean, was it like the whole crew or was it just like the three of us?
I mean, for it was just you that you blacked out.
Oh, I mean like the blackout. Yeah, so I mean, if nobody else brings it up, I'm not gonna bring it up, and then I'll just I'll confer with my co-conspirators when they return.
Yeah, well, everyone's on the ship. I think that they've told you about their mail fraud plan, about lying about the package not truly being there and trying to do a bait and switch.
Rain, sleep, Liars, nothing stops the mail.
So
But
you
yeah,
two have this scene.
we would have let him know.
If you okay, so tell me how you're doing this plan. Then how are you trying to catch someone? How are you trying to like walk me through the plan, right? Because it has to be kind of an initial plan of you setting this in motion. You know that Manhat and Etsuko know it's fake. The other two don't know it's fake. So how are you trying to catch someone out?
Were you speaking specifically to me, or just both of us as a?
Just both of you, because it's all your plan.
Okay, I just wanted
it's everyone's plan, right? Cool.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna let them know that that the plan is, or that we didn't actually do the thing. Like just kind of get them in on it. So yes, they know. So if I take Manhattan, do you want to watch somebody who knows or who doesn't know?
I'll keep an eye on I don't remember the pronunciation. Itsuko or Itsuki?
So you have Etsuko, Dr. Diego, who is your mentor, and then you have Menhet, officer, and then you have Shuang.
All right, so I can probably keep tabs on myself on Dr. Diego because he's my commanding officer, and I'll have Terry follow around Itsuki. Itsuko?
Itsuko.
Itsuko. Why can't I remember? Yeah, so I think I'll have Terry follow around Itsuko because it makes sense for me to stick with the medical staff.
Also, we're gonna say that you're guarding it, if that's okay. That way, if anybody who we're not keeping tabs on, they'll come to us in order to try to see what's going on with it. So we'll say that you're under guard of it. So either we'll find out something or they'll come to us. Are you okay being that decoy?
Absolutely. It would make sense for me to ward the Maple technology or package, whatever we're referring to it as.
Call it the statue. It's fine.
The statue.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Kai.
Sorry about that. My computer decided to take a nap.
That's okay. Space had released
nap.
you.
The power nap.
So we can just kind of say that you're all watching your respective people. So I would say then, as everyone's kind of watching their own, so what happened as you left Kai for that brief moment? Foos and Elizabeth are splitting up to watch certain of the NPCs, those who know and those who don't know, just to kind of see what they do. And just to kind of see who goes into, I guess, like the cargo hold or wherever you're supposed to be keeping the device. Which we can say like is like the cargo hold or some secure location which you want to maybe specify.
Warded now with all
secret wards. Nice. I don't leave you out because I know it was your plan. Did you want to do anything specifically or just watch people, Kai, as well? I know you had.
So I'd like to go into I'd like to create a fake graphical user face and graphic user interface to make it look like we are going back toward the Black Sparrow.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Because my boss can't find out about this.
You do. So you're trying to basically confuse the flight plan that is moving to a specific point. Okay, yeah. So I don't think then that's going to be a particular problem. I think you're going to have to give me a technology with advantage, because I'm guessing Foos will give you access, so you don't have to hack the whole mainframe, just a little bit of it.
Just a little bit, as a treat.
Just a little hack.
Give me 1 second, I need to relaunch roll 20.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming. do 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 do. Okay, here we go. Technology. And I got, oh gosh, refresh 16 with advantage.
Nice. Yeah, so you're able to dip in and you just want to kind of confuse the flight log that it's heading to a certain direction when it's not.
Yes.
Yeah, you can totally do that. It looks like in the logs that it's going on, it looks like the ship is moving, because we don't use actual visual cues when you're flying. You use digital because no one wants to see the horrors of the void when you're traveling in space.
Look at all these particles that could rip up the
I
ship.
do though.
I know, right? See
You have your
those
own
horrors.
window.
So, as you're doing this and you're confusing you're kind of messing with the flight plan, I would like Elizabeth and Foos to give me stealth checks, and then see why you're hiding since you're trailing some of these people, and then 20, nice from
You took all the luck. Okay, here I go. I
13.
suppose we're
Okay,
rolling at advantage or disadvantage.
no, just normal. So 13 is
Do you want me to roll for
there.
Terry too, or just toss them into mine?
If you do you have
Yeah,
Terry's
same thing with
stats?
some B-Bay.
Yeah, do you have their stats like at hand? Because I don't. Yeah, so if you want to roll their stats as well for them, because they're also tailing people.
Here, go on while I find Terry's stats.
Weirdly enough, they have the same stealth as me, like that +2. So
Nice, yeah, go for
I'll
it.
roll again for them.
Yeah, if you mind,
Boop.
thanks.
They were just under me at a 12, so that's awesome. We some silent people.
Just like Creator, yeah. And then for Terry.
Yeah, I'm trying to find him. Terry has the swarm of rats stats. I'm just trying to figure out what their stealth is.
Which whatever their dex mod is. It should say
Okay,
it in
so
there. That's why I know mine was the +2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so just to 0. So I guess I just roll a straight d20.
Yeah, for me, straight D20. Hey, 14. Okay, cool, nice. So 20, 13, 12, 14. Nice little roll numbers there. And then it jumps up at 20. Nice. So as you're all kind of milling around and you're trying to find whoever these secret people are, who are you, Foos, and your companion? You were going after Menhet and Shuang. Okay, so and you were going after the doctors, weren't you, Elsbeth? So,
Yes.
Elsbeth, as you're tailing Dr. Exuko, you see them look at the announcement that was kind of that went out through the captain. You see them kind of play it back, but in text form. You see that they are going through it over and over and over again, and then you see them go over to a computer and they move it over to the a larger screen, and then you see them flip it over and there's a camera feed that goes throughout the entire ship. On their feed, on their computer, and they seem to be watching everything. And you see one of the cameras is directly behind her, but you're hiding somehow in your in your suit at an angle, which is like its dead spot. So you were just lucky enough to not hit it.
It's Scooby-Doo style. I've planted decoy diving suits throughout the ship.
You have, yeah. You just you have a red shirt just on your arm, and you just discuss as a red shirt. No one seems to understand that it's you. So you see this, and you see that she's looking at everything, and then you see her writing a log. And you can't really see it from here. If you get closer, you can probably see what it is, but it looks like, from what you can tell just from your engineering and mechanics, it's behind some kind of firewall, as it has admin access and something called Alpha Suite on it. And she seems to be typing furiously as as she keeps looking at the monitors, and you see her head seems to dart towards Foos and Esme's actual feeds, and then flips back, makes another log. What do you do?
I don't want to give up this prime, sneak spot. So I think I'll just try to really stretch my perception, see if I can gain some glimpse as to what she's typing.
Yeah. Roll me a perception.
What's that perception?
9. So as you're staring at this and you're trying to kind of get close to it, you stare, but it's almost as if the actual words are glitching out for you, as if you're unable to read it yourself. It's not that you can't really see it, it's just that they're not making any sense as you're looking at the text. As if it's, as each letter is typed, it is instantly coding itself and it's jumbling up.
Are you suggesting I'm 19 shark years old and never learned how to read?
I mean, I'm not gonna tell on you, don't worry. It's our secret. But yeah, you see this, and then they shut it off quickly. Everything goes black, and that's where we cut to Foos. And Foos, which one are you following? Shuang or Menhet? Just so I can differentiate what I tell him. Yo, can't hear you. Nope, can't hear you.
Yes.
Oh, we got something.
I'm going to be following Shuang first. I'm suspicious of them.
All right, you follow Shuang, and you're tailing them, and as you're tailing them, you see them get towards the cargo hold. You see that as the doors slide open, the runes that kick up flash, but nothing goes off. The runes don't activate. And as they walk through, they almost seem to walk through it. And I need you at that point to roll me a perception.
Perception?
Mm-hmm. 7. So with the 7, you see them just kind of walk through the rune. It doesn't seem to go off. No ping kind of kicks out either. The door starts like sliding closed. Do you trail up towards them to see what's going on? Because they go into the room fully. As you do, and you kind of slowly, manually have the door slide open so you don't make a lot of noise. You see them walk in, and where there's a bunch of boxes that's like classified, do not touch, whatever, any other words you might have put on it, Bruce. You see them going over to that.
Do not cross, not for you.
No.
No, no, no. It's his little face
Uh,
of this going no, with a clawed finger. No, no, no. No, no, no.
Yeah, you know, it's Jurassic Park all of a sudden.
Is it
You-
something eerily similar to, but legally distinct from Swiper No Swiping?
Yes, yes, it is. That's why it's saying. That's why it's going. No, no, no. No, no, no.
you see them go over to it, and you see them go over to where like the force field was set up, and all they do is seem to just touch it, and it goes away. And as you get closer and you go around, you see in the boxes, there's a box that clearly reads Maple.
Okay. When am I around? What am I covered by, like hiding behind? I just want to make
Like,
sure I am not seeing right now.
Storage crates. Like behind like storage crates.
Yeah, I'm gonna take down Mbibe and
Didn't you already use them to follow Manhattan? Do you have like multiple ones or just the one?
It's just as it uses an action, but
yeah, I think it's like a.
It's actually a spell. You're right.
Yeah. If it's a spell or if it's like a device, I don't know.
Okay, so can't use that. It's like my close thing.
Is it like a familiar? Can you command them?
Yes. No. Yeah. This is a familiar that do what I was gonna. They just do what I want. The spell I was gonna cast on them so that they could do what I wanted.
Oh yeah, but I mean, like, because you said you wanted them to follow Menhet, I don't know if you have another one with you. I don't know how. I'm asking you how the spell works because I'm not sure if you have only one.
For my familiar, there's a golem, so they just do what I want.
Okay, so your golem was out following kind of Menhet because you did, but you do feel them starting to come closer.
I feel that my little dude's coming closer, like it's following, and where it's following is coming close to where I am now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm just gonna. I don't want to be seen from anywhere. I'm gonna make sure that I am completely covered. My data pad that I have that I have on me, I just kind of want to. Where's the? How far away am I from what I'm seeing?
Maybe like 20 feet.
Maybe like 20 feet.
Yeah.
All right. And the crates, are they on pallets? Are the crates like on pallets?
No, they're on like the ship deck and just like on the floor. You see there's like nodes on them, like keep them gravitationally fixed. So if like gravity messes up or something like that, these will kick in so they don't just roll around.
I got you. Yeah, I'm gonna take him off, but because I normally make two. No, from what you're saying, I don't have this right now. I need to take it off my body so I can stop thinking I got it.
Yeah.
I don't have it right now. I'm gonna take the data pad that I have and kind of hit record, kind of so that it's recording, and then kind of sit it down and kind of go like this so that it slides closer.
Yeah.
Near another crate so that it can hear what's going on. And I'm just gonna make sure that I am completely hidden.
Okay, run me a deck save for that kind of sleight of hand move.
A little slide.
Bullshit.
Right,
I need this to slide in a specific location.
That's why I asked if there were pallets. I tried. Okay,
roll for classic misdirection.
Yeah. Ursula, please. Are you gonna help me? Are you gonna help me with my sleight of hand? You ready?
The dog comes and kills everyone.
I know. Did they help? Hold on. Kind of. Yay, maybe you should stay in here. You good luck?
You slide it out and you see it slide just short of where it is. But as you're doing that, you see the door to the outside open and you see Shuang look, and then you see Menhet walk in, blaster on their back. They walk in for a lay. You see little golem hard enough to the side, slides in, and then slides off to the corner because they're following Manhattan, so they're here as well. It sees you, gives you the old "I see you," and as they walk in, they flip their blaster rifle out and they just say to Shuang, "I had a feeling it was you. Caught you red-handed, didn't I?" And then you see Shuang just look at them and just say, "I guess you did, but I came prepared, fully loaded." And you see their arm go up and their wrist starts to rotate as it starts then like a bluish sheen start like twisting around. What do you do?
Are they about to fight?
Seems it. What do you do?
I'm gonna watch.
All right.
I'm gonna move closer. I would like to move closer to the mape to the maypole pot.
You can't get close without any of them seeing you because
Got any of
Shuang's
them seeing
right
me?
in front of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No. Then I'm gonna cast duplicity on myself and make a shadow me.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a copy, but it's made like you can't really tell it's a copy unless you like actively try to look for it. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a copy of me, and I'm gonna I'm sorry, so please. I'm gonna just shoot. Thank you. I'm going to make it come into the room, the copy of me, to like turn their attention, like just kind of whistle, like they just like they are coming to check the words and they're going to be like confused. The copy of me is.
As you come,
I want them to pay attention to that. I caught them.
As you step out of the of the cargo items, oh, I was here this whole time. They both look towards you. Shuang just says, "Damn, I didn't know anyone was here. Well, I guess there needs to be a new captain on the ship." And they start pointing their arm towards you, the duplicity version of you. And then Menhet points their gun at them. We see the barrel start lighting up as a hum ricks out. And as all of this happens, all of your visions, all three of you, goes red once again. Blinks up. And you get this alarm sounding out that just says, "Error, error, error. Unknown function in the training simulation. Plan not specified by 201 sections. Resetting." I need all of you to roll me another death save. Got an 8, a 4, and a 4.
You just want those visions.
Oh, good.
As you hear this, and you hear the voice say, "Unauthorized plan set out in training simulation. Resetting now." You see the scene freeze as Menhet's blaster shoots out. The boat freezes in space. You see the beam shooting towards your duplicity form. But you all start choking, coughing. You all start drowning again and again, and it all goes dark. And as it all goes dark, you hear the music, Esme. You all hear this music. And as everything gets dark, you see this red light off in the distance. You're in water, you're submerged, but you're heavy even for you, Elsbeth. And as you look around you, you see this white light consuming everything in this water. You see Menhet still posed. You see Shuang still posed. Only you seem to have movement, all three of you. You see this light, this red light ahead of you, as the white seems to encompass, engulf, and destroy everything. Do you allow yourself to be consumed, or do you go towards the red light, where the music is coming from?
Follow the music.
You follow the music, and as you swim forward, the white light destroying everything, consuming everything. You try and you try and you try as you feel your lungs being burning and seething and writhing. As you get to this wall where the red light is, you just see there's a button. And on this button, you see a nameplate that just reads, "Wake up."
I'm gonna open my eyes and just sit there and blink like a weirdo. Like, okay.
I face the white light head on.
You do. You face the white light. As you stand there blinking, does anyone push the button or face the white light?
If there's a button, I'm pushing it.
Okay. Okay, so you're pushing it, Elsbeth. You're facing the white light. Esme and
Blinking furiously.
you're just blinking in motion, spinning around.
Right, it said wake up. It said wake up.
And as you
It said
push
wake
it, Elsbeth, you wake up and you flop out. You feel fatigued. You're not in your suit. You're just this naked shark person. And as you look around, you're in a room of pods. You have this wire in the back of your head and around your body. And as you look at your friends in these other translucent pods, the monitors next to them that just says, "Hologram terminated. Subjects terminate." As you start seeing red lines appear. And that's where we end it for today.
Oh no. You killed us twice.
When you die in the simulation, you die for real.
There'll be a chance to save them, but we'll see if you're able to next game.
Oh.
Right. That's who it is.
Spoopy 5e.
Oh no. Medical expert.
There we go. And that's the episode there.
Help. Now.
So why don't we go around and speak to everyone here and find out, have a little talk, have a little have a little chat about the episode, kind of discuss for a bit and have a little wind down. So for the sound coming through right now. But yes, why don't we start off and start with Fruce. What did you think of the episode? And how was your backstory and your brother, your sweet bean?
Okay. So my heart. No. Okay. I think honestly the flashbacks were some of my favorite. Actually, no. My introduction to the doctor, to the other near human, I think that was my favorite. Just because it was just the chicken behind the wall.
Basically.
Not gonna lie, after I kept waiting for this character for the NPC, I kept, because I'm just saying, Thus got a type, and that doctor seemed like that's their type. Like, but oh gosh, the backstory was really good. Emotions, brother.
I know, right? I have to double check in the break and be like, "Hey, is this what it is? Oh, this is what it is. Okay, so knives then."
Why did I give you the information to hurt me? I get it, Kai. I get it now. Just hurt me. Just hurt me.
Hey, you give me sweet family members. I will make them super adorable and lovable in the short time I have them.
Games with the list, and you're like, this is the way I want you. This is the way I want to hurt.
I've watched
Uh,
enough anime. I should have been okay with this, but I am
I know, right?
not.
Happy-go-lucky brother, super nice. They were always going to survive,
Like,
right?
oh, I was expecting a truck, and instead it was just the whole thing.
It was my heart. Nice.
We tried to prep you. We told you this was your shonen arc.
No more buns in charge.
Buns in charge. Buns in charge.
That's the anime name.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Buns in charge of our fights and our day.
So Nick, can only go
That
from
was
here.
me.
Yeah, I really enjoyed Owl's little backstory as well, or how they set up this weapon device thing and almost killed their entire colony.
No regrets.
No.
I did what I had to do for science and progress.
Did
For
you
science.
die though?
Listen, if they love safe science so much, they can go marry it.
I know, right? It's only about the dangerous science and pushing the boundaries. Nice. Well, it's super fun kind of exploring that and kind of seeing how you are, and now seeing them out of this weird shell of whatever tube they're in, and now in this pod room. It's gonna be weird to explain as if you quickly try and save your friends, as they are kind of going red on the monitors. But yeah, and Kai as well. Lots of lots of interacting for Kai here. With everything. I also really loved the plan, the switcheroo. That was really great. I really liked it. There's really
It gets me to it got me to thinking, and now that's out the window because apparently this doesn't exist either. That like everyone was a betrayer. Because
Well-
like I don't know, there's something about like messing with the dark matter engine that would give us pause to using it, and then like an expert on Maple and possibly Menhet might have a connection with the pirates in some way, and like
possibly.
yeah,
Wang was like possessed. I just wrote
But,
down
like,
possessed.
but approaching somebody and saying I thought it was you does not necessarily mean that they are the betrayer. It means that they might have betrayed the betrayers. I'm like,
Betrayals cancel each other out.
but then
What the-
also
yeah.
eat all that out. I'm like, oh.
Was it Colonel Mustard in the billiard room with the hammer?
Oh.
Mhm. Yeah, and you know, I mean, them saying I knew it was you could have very many, as you said, very open ended, right?
Yeah, it's
Because
very
what you think it is and what they think it is.
What you different think it is?
still
is this-
vague.
So-
Is my voice
Yeah.
coming over? Can you be more specific?
who did what, please? Well, you see.
If you vague book in space, and no one's there to read it, it's still vague booking.
Oh, wow.
Mhm. Nice. But no, yeah, that
Just
was
betrayal terrorism. Betrayal terrorism.
nice.
I want that on a car decal.
Nice. Well, it was super fun. I had a blast just exploring this with you. Next session should be a lot more kind of interesting and get more of the answers kind of coming through and see what those flashbacks were about. And yeah, but thank you all for playing. Thank you all for watching. Hope everyone kind of enjoyed it. Thank you for those who are staying and watching us through to the end. Thank you for those who are watching in the future, where everything is shiny and bright on YouTube. Thank you. But from this crew, we're going to sign off. And we're going to see you next time on Horizon. Bye, everyone.
Thank you all. Jazz hands.
Can't do the hard